Yeah, so we're live back, episode 65.
Check.
We're live.
Check.
Yeah, Leo playing. He's gonna be okay with the buttons over there, so I don't have to mess with him. Anyways, it is, what is the date? March 6th?
6th, I think. Yeah.
March 2024, episode 65 for us. I quit counting the other week, so I don't know. It's easier this way. So, what have y'all been up to? It's been, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Took a little hiatus.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go out of town last week for work, so just didn't get together last week.
Anyways, we're jumping on Facebook just for a short period, and then we're going to go on over to Rumble. So if you don't follow us on Rumble, go over there. We have a couple channels. There's a shorts channel, and there's a regular To The Point podcast channel, and there's another new channel we'll talk about later. And it's pretty interesting. Were you guys aware the other day that Facebook, Instagram, and a few other major social media apps had lost connection?
Yeah,
supposedly.
I was actually at home when it happened, and I don't know, it was early afternoon, I think, and all of a sudden my Facebook, Instagram, and then I have like a work account that's owned by Facebook, like all the accounts just signed me out, forced me out, and like I had stopped working for a while.
Oh, no, I didn't know about it. I didn't do anything to my phone.
I had to log
just
back in.
Just the last one that had happened.
I had to log back into Facebook.
I didn't realize that was why until later in the day. I didn't care. You know, it's like,
I didn't.
Even if I couldn't get onto Facebook for
what
2
hours?
Was it? Yesterday, I believe it was. It was the day before Primary Tuesday, so it was Monday.
Monday.
Primary. Coincidentally, the day before Super Tuesday for the Republican and Democrat primaries, which we all know there's funny ways these social media companies can kind of mess with the communication, the open channel of communication, and can sway voters on election day, right? Especially areas where there's weather or high crowds, or high COVID counts. You never know. Like seniors, they're not going to go if, they don't have up-to-date information. You can deter a lot of people from showing up in the polls. We've seen it in 2020. They said, "Oh yeah, Trump's already got it. He's already got it." He didn't have it. It's too early. A lot of people that would have gotten off of work at 5 o'clock and gone and vote didn't go vote.
I've heard also like certain areas where they want to like sway people a little bit. Like they even get like weather reports involved. Like like a lot of older people are not going to want to go out if they think it's going to rain. They don't like driving on the wet roads. So that like keeps a portion of people home. Every little bit.
It can definitely affect voter turnout.
No.
Social media, it's got a big grip on society. And
I can tell you my grandmother wouldn't go out if it's going to rain. She won't go anywhere if it's going to rain. So like if on voter day it was reported it's going to rain, she's going to stay home.
Yeah. I'm not sure of all of the companies that experienced outages. There's a website where you can track all that stuff, and they did. I heard about it when AT&T went down,
right?
And a lot of their towers went down, and coincidentally, which a lot of big names in cybersecurity are calling bullshit on that, saying it wasn't just a upgrade failure; it was a Chinese attempt, a toe in the water type of deal. But you never know. So that's one reason why right now, besides our bandwidth, we're just going to stick to a short hello here on Facebook, and then we'll end the stream and we'll jump over to Rumble.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
I can't stress enough how important it is. You should follow the people you watch across all platforms, whether it's YouTube. Even if you keep using YouTube, if you can find your content there that you want to watch. But you should follow them on Rumble also, because YouTube, at one moment, can wipe out all their material, and they don't have it anymore.
So all the people I watch on YouTube, if they have a Rumble, I follow them on Rumble. Yeah. But just out of habit and ease, I still go to YouTube
well,
to watch
the formats. They got a lot of work to do on Rumble.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like some of the people I watch, those Second Amendment people,
they'll be taken down on YouTube.
Right,
before
people,
else,
people that could be getting taken down at any minute. Like one of the people I watch had to redo like 200 of his videos, like edit stuff out so that his videos could be put back up. You know.
Yeah, I think we do a pretty good job of. I mean, we're definitely not. I don't know what you'd call it, but we haven't gotten in any trouble. But I mean, we definitely speak our mind. We'll question some bullshit, and we'll open up for debate. But for the most part, we don't have any strikes or anything like that against us on YouTube. But
Which one was it that put something on us and then they rescinded it for like copyright music or something? Was that on Facebook?
It was YouTube.
That was YouTube.
I believe it was YouTube because it was a CBS.
But they quickly said, no, you're good.
And whatever. I took it down. I cut it out. I think it was our last episode, wasn't it? Or the one before that? It was Jon Stewart's second night back to doing Monday nights for the Daily Show.
Right.
But anyways, that Super Tuesday, Trump knocked it out of the park. You know,
right?
Nikki Haley won DC a couple days ahead, but which is nothing. It's just like they're all liberals that live there anyways. You know, DC swamps. Who wants to live in DC? It's people who are career bureaucrats. So of course they don't want Trump. And I don't know. We should have looked it up if she won Vermont. Do you know if she won any states on Super Tuesday?
I'm not sure. I just know that she had finally receded and.
Yeah, that night she said she wasn't gonna.
Did she support? When you do that, you're supposed to support the other candidate. Do you know if she supported or backed Trump?
No, she didn't come right out and say it.
I didn't think. Didn't figure that. But.
Let's ask what. Hold on. What states? Something's up with my phone here.
Yeah,
this is messed up.
Speaking of which, that's why I'm not even on mine. The internet's been pretty.
Yeah. For sure. Pretty slow. Yeah, man, you never know, man. These people could shut us down whenever they feel like it, they got to switch.
Yeah, and for some of these people, like some of the people I watch have tens of millions of viewers. That's their livelihood. Like that's messing with their family, like taking food off their table. Like all of a sudden they just shut you down. It's like shutting your business down.
Okay, but see that's
what it is.
To me that's a message. They're giving us a message. This is how quickly we could we're going to take over you guys. How easy and simple we could take over people's lives. Why? Because everybody's so into social medias, into internet, so into this, into that. Like what's up with all these rockets going up here lately? Have you seen that?
Yeah, most of that's supposed to be Elon Starlink.
So tell me what's going on with him, But back they know something that we don't know, and they're slowly introducing it to us, and also telling us, hey, if you know too much, if y'all know too much, and if y'all start speaking the way we speak, we're going to shut you off, just like that. Boom.
Yeah, and then like what we were talking about before, the other part of it is, they can shut some people down, but it's how they use it to also manipulate, the decisions people are making and what kind of stuff they're seeing, what's being put in front of them.
Yeah.
You see the same thing over and over again from 5 different sources that were put in front of you. You don't know that they were put in front of you, but you start to believe it when you see it from everywhere you look. Unless you're going in and searching for stuff yourself.
So what was it, like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, AT&T went down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? And now this goes down?
Yeah.
So that just is telling me these companies are all connected.
Yeah, it's bullshit. But is it them or is it the Chinese? They're going to blame the Chinese.
I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. But before I tell you where it's going to be at, I need everyone that is listening to us or following us to give us a like, give us a share,
On Rumble, especially.
On Rumble. Yeah, we're fixing to go on Rumble.
We might as well jump over there now.
We're fixing to go on Rumble because that's what I'm going to tell you guys how I feel and what I feel is happening right now with all this stuff.
Don't miss the Leo moment on Rumble.
I'm about to give you a Leo moment. So go ahead and follow us and give us a follow on. We're fixing to get off on Facebook because they're about to give us an X. So that's where we're fixing to go to. We're fixing to go to the X. So
we'll be on Rumble.
Rumble.
I don't know if that extreme works. I haven't mastered that one yet. But we'll be on Rumble. Right, maybe we'll jump on the YouTube. But Vince, anything you want to tease them along? Where do they find us on Rumble?
On Rumble?
Yeah. Well, no, you go to, let's see here, right here, before we go. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. On Rumble, it's kind of weird.
But yeah, you know, these people, you know, again, before we head on over and tell you guys how I feel about, you know.
So this is it right here, Leo. Read that off up here.
I can't see.
It's okay. So go to rumble.com /C/ to the point, and that 2 is the number 2. To the point. Rumble.com /C/ to the point.
Or if you just go to rumble.com and search for To The Point, you should find us.
Yeah. You'll see our logo on there.
Though, the number.
Yeah. We have multiple channels on there. One of them, which is our new channel, in a collaboration with Benford Chronicles and TGI Now. We'll be doing some interviews around town, local to our community. But if you're local or you want to check it out anyways, go ahead and follow that channel. It's Indian River Connections. The URL, Rumble's funny about the URLs. You can get one custom URL. If you want more, those channels have to have a certain amount of followers. So it's important you follow those channels. You can follow a creator, and a creator can have multiple channels. It's like a television network, kind of. So catch us on Rumble and X. What do you say, Leo?
For sure. No, let's go.
All right, let's bounce out over there. Right, Vince?
For sure, let's go.
Peace out.
Right. Let's see if this works.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
Damn, that was loud.
Damn.
I think it works. What do you think?
That works. If that didn't wake your ass up.
Well,
So-
I'm just trying to get people's attention, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder if
I'm
it
just
was
trying to
loud
say,
for them.
yeah, for sure. Again, Vince, you know, I'm gonna get right back to where I left off.
Hold on,
man.
let's intro real quick because we had to jump off to switch over to Rumble. And because there's major problems in the network, we're not going live. Well, this is going to be uploaded after the fact, but we were just on Facebook. So to carry on our conversation, we were talking about big tech.
Yeah, big tech. You know how a few weeks ago, AT&T shut us down, right? Or shut a few customers down or whatever. And now now Instagram and Facebook or whatever, you know, shutting down. To me, is just a message. You know, they're delivering us a message. It's telling us how quick and easy they're in control of our lives, basically. Because if we surround our lives around social media, everything we do is social media, you know. We check our emails. That's still social media to me because you try to communicate with other people. You know, social media in general to me means everything between emails, texts, cell phone, everything, you know. And we all use it. I'm not saying I don't. I use it as well. I use it, everything, you know. People use it for banking, for paying bills, purchasing things,
Doing their job.
you know, everything. I went to Disney not too long ago. I could use my phone to do everything I need to do at Disney.
Mm.
I don't need to take my wallet out anywhere. Everything is already boom right there on my phone.
You go
So
to
that
a
just
hotel
tells you
room,
how
you don't
easy.
some hotels don't even need a card anymore. You just put your phone up to them.
Nothing, nada, zip, nada. You know, like that's just how easy they can control us. And then just by a flick of a button, because you know they have a button. You know they're all in cahoot with each other. You know they are. Because you know how they connect? Because they're all one at the end of the day. And they're all run by who? The government.
Well, they're all bought and paid for. Like they're
It's like
told they're told to do certain
right.
things.
It's like me being AT&T, you being Instagram, and Mike being Netflix. We're all one. I'll be like, hey, Vince, I'm gonna shut their asses down today. Watch. Look how, let's see how many people I'm gonna piss the fuck off today. Watch.
And then
watch.
even like
Boom,
CNN, Fox News, you know, like they're bought and paid for. They put out there what they're told to put out there.
Yeah, for sure. But
They're
that's
pushing
just
a
how,
certain agenda.
yeah, but that's just, it tells us how easy and clearly they have us
And like you're
in the
saying,
palm of their hand.
and like you're saying, like big tech, you know, like we've always got some sort of technology
Absolutely.
in our hands throughout, like, none of us are any different. Like,
and also,
we're always constantly either on a phone, a laptop, a tablet, like a TV. Like, it's always something.
And have you ever noticed, Vince, or have you ever seen or gone through or searched through your phone, and it tells you like your heart rate, how many steps you've taken, how many, everything. It literally tells you everything you need to know about your health and everything.
My watch is tracking everything I do.
You know, there's even apps that track your sleep. Yeah. Like, come on. Like, you're going to tell me your phone doesn't, right?
Well, like sometimes
to me, it's scary.
Sometimes we're talking about stupid stuff like, I want to buy a new grill. You know, some point in the next day, I'm going to have a grill pop up on my feed on like Facebook or Amazon. Like, they listen to what we're saying.
So the other day I took my son, right, to his 4-year checkup, right, to the doctor. And he's whispering in his ear because he's real funny, you know, how he tells the kids, oh, I can see in your belly that you're not eating your vegetables. You know, and the kids will laugh. Ha ha ha, yeah, you're right, I'm not eating them. And he tells my son, he tells him in his ear, oh, I can see you're on your iPad for too long. And he turns around and looks at him and says,
oh, I don't know.
My dad says I can't have an iPad. You know? And the doctor turns around, he's good, man, you know, but it's true, you know, we don't have an iPad, we don't have shit like that, you know. Sometimes it does come useful, you know, because it's easy to just be like, here you go, you know, take over and done deal. But there again, you know, I'm on it constantly because I need to do shit on it, you know. Jobs provide us. Jobs have us do stuff on it. It's easy, quick, on and off, man. It's just scary.
But like, if you had one for him, he'd probably be on it.
Yeah,
way too much
for sure. He wouldn't mow the yard. He's my yard guy.
Is he using the real one yet, Leo? He's still using the bubble mower.
He's still using the bubble. I mean, he sits on my lap, but
I remember when I was a little kid, I had me a bubble mower. That thing was badass. I thought I was hot shit with that thing.
But that's good, though. They need to know these things because one of these days they're going to shut this internet off of us. And then what? Those people that don't know how to use anything else. But you know what's frustrating too?
Listen to that. Just that what you said right there, Leo. Do you have a first aid kit?
I do. It's in my truck.
Do you know how to use it?
Yes.
Do your kids?
Probably not. They know how to use Band-Aids because I go through Band-Aids, but you don't even know.
Like tourniquet or something like that?
No.
I heard a guy on the PBD podcast, actually a former Marine. They asked him if he was a prepper, and he's like, well, not in the sense of what you would consider stereotypical prepper. He's like, I have a medical kit in my car because chances are you're going to come across somebody that needs fixing more than that needs holes in them, you know? He's like, don't get me wrong, I've got things to put holes in them,
too.
But you'll more likely come up on an accident than you will anything else. I thought that was interesting because having that knowledge or a resource, at least a physical book and a real medical kit is as powerful as having ammunition and guns. Because without medical, your guns could become mine really easy. You know, what good are them guns if you can't survive a broken leg or something like that? Not to cut you off, but I thought that was pretty interesting as far as prepping. It's a different than actual, like gardening. You might not garden now, but you have some way of resourcing that if all of that stuff is shut off. That's what I'm saying. You have a downloaded version of a medical thing, field medical and field survival, edible plants, or, nobody has that. You got it? You might have a book somewhere, but what's the chance you're going to find it when shit hits the fan?
Some of the medical kits will come with a book in it, but
yeah, some survival kits. But if you don't have stuff physically,
I know one of the ones I have has like some sort of book in
even if you have a downloaded version, sooner or later that battery's going to die. Or it's not going to be a priority to keep going if you start running out of stuff. If you're not prepared with solar and stuff like that.
Yeah, no,
but it's sad. Like everybody was like, "Oh my God, Facebook, Instagram, some other big accounts went down for 2.5 hours."
But you have to understand that the Instagram and Facebook, that's people's jobs as well too. You know, like a lot of like influencers and a lot of like people that use those types of social media for their work. You know, like it hurts them as well.
Anybody who advertises on
it hurts them as well. Yeah, for sure. So I understand. You know, it's just. It hurts everybody at the end of the day. Either it's gonna hurt you. It's
sad,
either gonna hurt you like physically because like you need it to provide it for your family to put food on the table, or mentally because you're just like on it 24/7 that you need it, constantly need it all day, every day. You know, so it's gonna affect everybody one way or another. Is what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but
certain thing like
people become dependent on it. They capitalize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People come dependent on this stuff.
I mean, turning it off the
it.
other day for a couple hours. I mean, the only thing it affected with me is I pushed my phone away and just did something else. But like I wasn't on social media for a couple hours. It didn't really bother me. But they can use it at certain key moments to affect people.
Right. Like the other day, we went to Walmart. And I bought dominoes. My kids were so happy that we got dominoes.
Something different.
Because I'm going to show them how to play dominoes.
Oh, you bought dominoes. I thought you brought home dominoes.
Pizza?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's cool. I don't even know how you play dominoes.
I don't either, but I'm going to learn.
You just stack them up and let them...
No, you connect the numbers together.
The numbers together.
You got to put a 6 to a 6.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. No, man, I'm going to show them how to play because that's cool, man. You know, like it's fun. That way we can all
doing like checkers with these kids over here. Yeah, they love like learning how to play that kind of stuff.
And that's good because I bet you nowadays if you go and ask one of these teenagers, you know, at least I'm going to say the range from maybe 10 to 18. They probably don't know how to play cards. They probably don't know how to play dominoes. They probably don't know how to play chess. You know, and it's like, why?
Or if they did, they played a computer version.
But it's not the same. Monopoly. Whatever.
I used to like playing Monopoly.
Those are fun games. Like it's like, well, whatever happened.
You know which one I liked was Risk.
Risk, yeah.
Risk was a fun game.
You know which one I hated?
Could go long. It could go hours.
Yeah. No, that's the way Monopoly was too.
You play it over multiple evenings.
Sometimes a couple of days.
You know which one I hated so bad because I'm just a bad speller?
Scrabble or something?
Scrabble.
Yeah. I hated it. I'd be like, nah, I'm playing.
It's whatever.
I'd be the what?
The old style, yeah. Yeah.
But it's, for sure, the old style, like, there shouldn't be no new style. It's just one style. It's like, it's like us. You're a man. I'm a man. I've never born a woman. So,
but the computer versions are cool because it tells you if it's a real word. It's not somebody calling you out every fucking word.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. So
some of those games could get aggravated.
They like
playing like Word and stuff. You play each other on like Facebook and
okay, Mr. Hart,
questioning everything you say. Right. Cat. Yeah, CAT.
Right. Meow.
Are you sure? Yeah. But anyway, so big tech went down. The whole world crashed. It was Super Tuesday. Trump won all the states that were up. I think it was 15 states except for Vermont, which is, Vermont's funny. DC a couple days before went for Nikki Haley, which didn't mean shit. Nobody cares about DC. It's only like one delegate, maybe two. And it's not even a state. Don't compare it to a state. DC is a swamp. Career bureaucrats live there, and the last thing they want is another Trump presidency. But guess what they're going to get? They're going to get another Trump presidency. I got a video here of our dear president. Let's switch over and catch this real quick. It's real short. It's 2 videos clipped together. It's it'll speak for itself.
The coming days, we're going to join with our friends in Jordan and others to fly these airdrops and some additional food supply to Ukraine.
When the president said you were airdropping in Ukraine twice, he meant that.
He was referring to Gus.
Yeah, so I'll play it one more time for you. It's kind of, let me see if I can do something with the,
that sounded
real
good. It sounded like so natural.
Ice cold water, man.
Oh, man, like it sounded like
cold.
Like I could hear it like going down my throat kind of.
Oh, geez.
Down your throat?
Yeah, like it was like.
Well, he offered you a water. Try it out.
Oh, man, like it was sounding so good. No, I'm good, but it sounded good, though.
So listen to him very carefully.
coming days, we're going to join with friends in Jordan and others in providing airdrops and additional food to supply food and
The president said we were airdropping the Ukraine flights to Mexico.
He was referring to Gaza.
So he said, with our partners, we're going to be airdropping in Ukraine. Think about, you might not think nothing of it. This old man just misspoke, but there's major conflict going on in Ukraine, right? Same with Gaza, but we know where we stand in Gaza, Israel. So this guy just literally said on national TV, international TV, because he's president of the United States.
Sign him up for another 4 years, Mike.
We're doing airdrops in Ukraine. Literally. What is the fucking Russians supposed to think? I'm sorry. I'm kind of surprised we're not in nuclear fallout as we speak.
I'm shocked World War III isn't like officially.
And it's almost like they want it.
Yeah.
It's almost like they want it. They keep pushing that we got to be enemies with.
What happens if World War III breaks out, Mike? And then they just, what is it they can do? They can
martial law,
they can
cancel
the election.
Yeah, so it's not too late, but I hope these people realize Civil War ain't nothing to play with, because it's not going to be pretty. Civil War II in the United States will not be pretty.
Civil War II
it won't be
happens,
what you think.
the people are not going to stop until they take their country back. And it's going to be, the government's got it. The current structure has to be overthrown.
It's got to be something. And I don't know if just 4 more years of Trump will do it. And I think that's why it's important as to who he picks to run with him, because he's going to be a one-term president.
Right. And then that kind of...
You understand that?
That kind of brings...
So who he picks carries the torch.
Brings back to something we were talking about off the camera. I was saying, what's his name? I'd like to see him as vice president, but there's question, what's his name again, Mike?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
So there's a lot of people that think that he's phony, that he's fake, that he's bullshitting everybody. I don't think that's what's going on, but there's better actors than that out there that could pull stuff like that off. I mean, so like you're saying, that's what's so important. Like if Trump hitches to him, and what if he is just another Democrat disguised?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
It's scary to think about that. But I don't think another 4 years of Trump is enough to fix the problem. No. Like you said, maybe if he selects somebody that can,
he definitely get it going, but what's 4 more years going to guarantee?
Right. But, and the other side is definitely trying to put people in the way, one way or the other, whether it's his running or whoever ends up being his vice president, could be somebody that,
God help us all. Hopefully it's not another turncoat. Hopefully it's not another traitor to the,
because his last
cause they swear to,
his last vice president was a traitor to him.
Yeah, whether you look at it that way or not, a lot of people don't. A lot of people think his hands were tied, but he was put there on purpose because of they knew what he would do, kind of. But I don't know. I think Pence was a mistake. Pence was a normal political pick to win over a certain section of the party. I don't think he needs that, man. I think at this point, he's got to be extra careful now. He doesn't, because I don't think a vice president is going to get him any more votes.
No.
I don't think Vivek Ramaswamy will get him any more votes than if he picked Tucker Carlson. If he picked somebody like Nikki Haley, he's going to lose votes.
Right.
But if he picks somebody else, some people think it's going to be somebody you don't even know, never even heard of. Some people think it's going to be something that's just right underneath your nose. I don't know. But, another one I've heard run around with, Kash Patel, but I don't know. Citizenship matters. So some of these people are, foreign ancestry. I don't know if they're natural born citizen or not. So, and that's important for the vice presidency.
Right. Because you can't be president.
Right. No matter how you have to be president in a heartbeat, So, God forbid, Kamala Harris is our president. Hopefully nothing happens to Joe Biden between now and November 5th, is it? November 5th. But you got primaries coming up, so make sure you vote in the local primaries. I don't know if all, we just saw Super Tuesday 15 states, but I think Florida's in August. I'm not sure. I should know. I got some of the dates in my head right now. This week has been nonstop. But we got some collaboration going on with John Garabi, TGI Now podcast, and Joanne Binford, Binford Chronicles. And what we want to do is utilize our network to interview people in the community and bring their story to social media, not to capitalize on any of it, because you can't capitalize on shit on it pretty much. But to showcase people's stories and what they do, maybe, they do something for the community, or they got a bad rap or something. Bad reviews can hurt a lot of businesses. So I think we'll see a lot of businesses on there. I'm hoping to get a couple lined up and a few ready to go within a week or two, hopefully. It's kind of a lot of thought process, and we're all kind of busy in our own way, but everybody seemed kind of on board with it. And, they're the brains. These guys have been around. John's been around Vero Beach for, I think, 30-something years, he said.
He was on the school board.
No, he wasn't on the school board. He worked for Chamber of Commerce and did a lot of charity work and stuff like that. Joanne Binford.
The school board doesn't like it.
Yeah, no. Joanne Binford ran for county commissioner in the last local election. Now she does Binford Chronicles, which is a channel on X, YouTube, Facebook, and soon to be Rumble, where she'll do town halls on Twitter or X. I'm sorry, town halls on, I don't know how you say it. It's on X, but they're called Spaces. And they're town hall style meetings with candidates running for Indian River County elections, and not just Indian River County, but like congressional and state and U.S. U.S. Senate. We talked to somebody running for representative, U.S. representative against Bill Posey, Tom Hurton. But it's interesting, and we've been a part of that too. Kind of fortunate, so why not do some kind of collaboration if we can?
Yeah, for sure.
Put something together and showcase some of these people.
Right. Yeah, we just want to showcase them so we can, people know a little bit more about them, and we can put a spotlight on them, and
we do it for nothing.
Right, we do it for nothing. It's just to, show these people that these people are out there, we might be interviewing people that you might need to reach out to them for whatever reasons that you need to reach out for them.
And it's going to be more.
We're just trying to have, a conversation with these people, because I might not know these people, so I might be the one interviewing these people.
Or it might not be any of us.
Or it might not be any of us, It's just so that we get to know them. When I say we, is I'm including you guys as a community,
right.
What they're doing here in the community.
And it's more
how long have they been here and stuff like that? Yeah, more local channel.
Versus
this,
for sure. We talk more about
but I'll invite
topics.
anybody. We'll
invite anybody that wants to come in here and has a story to tell and tell us, hey, this is what I do.
I want to be an example.
Exactly.
I got an idea for it to be an example for local community,
right?
And people can carry that kind of thing going on. And I'm sure there are. There's radio shows that showcase local businesses and stuff like that, but you don't see much. Like we saw an article was sent to me about a guy local that does coffee beans, and it was literally a local like a big newspaper in this region, and it was just 6 pictures, all with the same count.
Oh, it's the same count.
Yeah. There was no article to it whatsoever, and he had a story. So I don't know if I didn't see it. If there was a link leading to another story, it was a horrible website.
Yeah.
But people like that, a lot of his business helps kids back in Honduras go to school. So there's stories like that, or local stories, restaurants that have been around for 30, 40 years, staples of the community. Not just restaurants or business owners, but just characters, whether they're journalists or actively. Why don't I just play the little thing real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
You got like
give
a,
a little
commercial type.
a little something
let's see if it
coming
works.
soon.
There you go.
Hey, don't forget to give us a like, give us a share, man. You know, this is us. We're just trying to reach out to the community and stuff like that. Seeing that just came up. There's actually one guy I do want lined up for us, you know, so that.
Yeah. So this
we
is
could
my
probably
invitation.
yeah,
So, if anybody that watches this in the community knows of a story and somebody they want to tell their story,
right.
I'll record it. We'll set it up, or we'll record it. You set it up. We'll come record it, and we'll post it.
Yeah.
And we'll make it available for you and the channel.
Okay, so listen to this, because I already have somebody lined up that can do this, you know. So how would we do it? Say we would go to him if he wanted to, because he's got a place that we could show up with whatever.
That's the plan. I want to bring, like, if we're showcasing people in our community, right. I want to go into the community, whether it's on a sidewalk or in the restaurant or at a barbershop, right. You know, in the seat or whatever, right. You know. If they're journalists, if they want to talk about something, if they'll give me their story or give you their story with the camera in front of the school board, I don't care.
No, this is an entrepreneur guy.
So if anybody's got any suggestions, email me or there's an email, Mike at tothepointpodcast.com, I believe. If not, just Michael Bullock at Gmail.
Could you put it on the thing?
It's out there. Go to our social media and just click message or email. On any of them. I don't know if it's a function on Rumble, but for the most part, right now there's only so far I've only created the Rumble channel, right, which falls under ours. It's not technically just a us thing. I'm happy if we just produce it. Right. You know, I don't care if I'm interviewing anybody. The idea is, if you're, I don't expect somebody to, I don't want somebody who doesn't know anything about somebody to go interview. Right. Like if you know this person or you have a story you want this person to give us, you might be the best person to interview them. It might not have nothing to do with any three of our
just because you got a connection with that person because you know them for
anything. If you want to show, or you know, you can highlight somebody. We have a few suggestions already, and I don't know what the rest are thinking yet because we haven't met up again. But I kind of have an idea who should interview who out of the group, you know, that I know of. You know, Leo hasn't given me his suggestions yet, but if you have suggestions, shoot them over to us. I think it'll be interesting, even for people not local. I think it's pretty cool, you know, to see where we do our things. Like total different channel, so I won't bore you to the point with all the Vero Beach or Indian River County stuff. And that's what it's called. Right. It's Indian River Connections. It's not a business. We don't take any money, you know. It's really just us doing our thing. You know, I kind of enjoy it. So like I said, if I only end up putting it together, I'm good with that. So shoot us your suggestions. What else we had talking about?
That's about it.
Bumbling Biden. We were talking about bumbling Biden, Indian River connections, big tech going down. I've lost it. Hold on. Yeah. Done. Yeah, all right over there, Leo?
Yeah.
There was a conspiracy, didn't you? Didn't you have some kind of conspiracy or something like that? Oh.
He lost it.
No. This was it.
Yeah.
This was it.
There you go.
The Biden administration admitted to flying 320,000 migrants secretly into the U.S. to reduce the number of crossings at the border has national security vulnerabilities here all over. Think about that.
So
It's
now
already bad enough. We're
now they're
accepting
wasting your tax dollar to fly them here.
from across the border, not from the border, from across the border. That's harboring illegal aliens. Our federal government
Right.
is harboring federal criminals.
We would go
international
to jail. We would
criminals.
go to jail for that.
Oh yeah, they just
You
got
probably
a boat
get
full of Haitians in our
You
inlet.
probably get so much time for every person.
A couple days ago, the sheriff's department at the LBC, Coast Guard, a bunch of them worked together and they got a boat full of Haitians right off our shore.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
You know, shit back home sucks. But I mean, as far as flying 320,000, Vince, that's a larger city than what we live in.
That's a lot of money to move that many people on airplanes.
Let's see. We come from Vero Beach. Let's see. What's the population of Vero Beach? Did you know that? I think it was only 18,000, right?
Yeah, it's a little deceiving just because they're only counting the people that live in city limits, but
let's see here. We'll do Indian River. Let's see here. 163,663.
Indian River County.
Yeah.
How many?
And 163,000. Almost 164,000.
The majority of that's going to be Vero Beach and Sebastian.
It's more so Sebastian. It's the largest city in the county. Yeah. There's a lot because they keep expanding too. But so 320,000 is what they flew in. Where'd they flying to? That can definitely affect an election. 4 or 8 years down the road, if the plan is to get these people on a path to citizenship, that's also a path to voting. That's a vote. And who are they going to vote for? The one who gave them first class from Guadalajara or whatever the hell it is.
And they'll vote in this election.
Listen.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
It's Guadalajara.
Yeah, that place too.
Did I get that right?
I'm just saying. And then none of them are Mexican. No. A lot of them are Chinese, other South American countries, other Asian countries.
They just use the Mexican border to, cross it.
Well, why not? Yeah, you can pretty much walk through in some cases. I forget the numbers, but
I wonder how many of them are Russian.
And don't forget, Ron DeSantis only won
Russian
by a narrow margin to to that one guy that was gay crackhead. Black guy.
The black guy.
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either.
No, maybe Gillum.
That sounds right.
I don't know.
Or was that the local guy running for Canada? I don't know. But yeah, so that can definitely affect an election.
Yeah,
320,000 4 or 8 years down the road.
Then you start planting them all in Republican areas, and so the Democrats are brought you here. They put a roof over your head. They gave you clothes. They gave you a phone. They gave you money. They gave you a job. They gave you citizenship. Who are you going to vote for?
Vote or Republican.
And they place them in areas that are mostly Republican so that they take away, lose your electoral college votes in Florida because now Florida's been flipped.
So what do you think that looks like in 18 years, let's say?
That looks like
doesn't look like America. No,
that looks
especially when the leading cause of death. You know what the leading cause of death in America in 2023 was?
No, probably what, COVID?
Yeah, I'll take a yes.
What happened?
What is the leading cause of death in 2023?
The leading cause of death?
Yeah. Now, people are going to get shocked.
I'm going to say.
Think about it.
What is it?
Think about it really hard. What's the leading cause of death in 2023?
Heart strokes.
Heart strokes?
Yeah.
That's your final answer?
Final answer.
Vince, do you want to go take another run at it?
What'd you say, Vince?
He said COVID.
It's not COVID, though.
No, heart stroke.
Heart strokes?
Yeah.
Leading cause of death of 2023.
Yeah, heart strokes.
Vince, go ahead. Take another guess.
Cancer?
Cancer, no. Abortion.
Yeah.
So what does it look like in 18 to 20 years? For our kids that made it, that were lucky enough to make it, what does that look like for generations to come? So you think about it like that. What did I say a couple episodes ago? 33% of Gen Z is not here because of abortion.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucked up. And I don't like to get all preachy about shit like that. But that's another good thing about vetting your candidates.
Imagine how much abortion there is in China when you can only have one kid.
Why do you think
do they just make them tie their tubes after one kid? I don't know.
It's not anymore because they've got a population problem.
But
they're coming up. They know that.
So would that be a reason why China needs more land?
Yes.
So they don't have to kill every kid after their first one?
Yes.
So is that motivation for them to want our country?
I don't know.
They
don't want your country. They just want to own you.
No,
they want you. They want people in debt to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vince, they want our country. They're going to take over America.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're going to take over America. Why? Because look at their population. They don't have. They're running out of land.
They already have taken us over to a certain extent without doing what they're doing now.
So this is what they do.
It's not enough. It's just like greed, like with money. It's never enough.
Yeah, but is it? So this is what the Chinese people, the Chinese communist people do. They find impoverished nations that need infrastructure. They need highways. They need bridges. They need this. They need that. They need mining. They got resources, So they'll come in and they'll put this whole fucking country to like modernize with highways and dams, sewer treatment, this, that, and pretty much own the infrastructure. So when the company can't afford to pay, like pretty much whatever resources this country has, it's China. So when we pulled out of Afghanistan, we pretty much gave all those cobalt mines and all these other mines to China. China is running Afghanistan right now. Other than the political shit, they're in there, no problem, raping the earth of natural minerals, probably destroying millennial freaking history. But that's what they do. It's known all throughout Africa. The whole east side of Africa, I believe, is pretty much all Chinese infrastructure. In northwestern Italy, the main language spoke there, Chinese. They own half the freaking world, if not more. But they've seeped into their society. They own companies, and you know how they own companies? You want to sell your shit in China? One of your people on the board is going to be bought. If not a plant, they're definitely a willing bought. Whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and want to say. The Chinese, they're owning half the world.
Yeah, they already own half the world. Right? It's just ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. We could see it. I could see it.
That they own half the world.
Yeah, because
the technology.
Because look how stupid we are. How greedy we are. Oh, I'm going to take my stuff overseas because it's going to cost cheaper to go overseas so that I can make more money.
We're a throwaway society because it's gotten cheaper to buy a new one from China rather than pay somebody here in America to fix it.
Right. So then what am I teaching China? I'm teaching China my skill that I know here. I'm teaching them that over there. So what are they going to do? They're going to take that skill and do it how they want to. They steal it. They steal it, yeah.
All the chip technology they've stolen.
Yeah, for sure. They steal it. And guess what? They modify the shit out of it. Everything.
So right now, the biggest thing
bigger,
is Taiwan.
Better.
Taiwan is like the real China.
That is sad, though.
You know what Taiwan is? It's an island off mainland China that's the original Chinese government. It's not the Communist Party. Communist Party got all of mainland except for Taiwan. Taiwan is a major industrial hub for tech, like chips and stuff like that. Right. Remember the chip shortage, trucks and refrigerators and shit like that? All that stuff comes out of Taiwan. So we were pretty dependent on Taiwan. So the big worry was, China, what was America going to do? Because they're supporting Taiwan, we're going to have a war over there because of Taiwan, which is still possible, especially depends on who's in our office. But the big worry is Taiwan. But slowly, with policy I think Trump made, he encouraged companies here to start developing those very same chips.
Right.
So hopefully we're not so dependent on Taiwan, because that's another battle. Like, Taiwan is a pretty powerful little nation, but they won't survive up against the Chinese Navy in a blockade like that, because it's pretty, but China attempts the national stage all the time with sending rockets over Taiwan. They do it in the Japanese territory also. So, you got Biden bumbling about dropping shit in Ukraine. Taiwan. It's the world is a national stage, and it's a hotbed for the shit show that they turn bloody for the whole world. Depending on who's sitting in our Oval Office, I think it's pretty critical. I never felt like I had to hide my children from the government. Like if something happened, more than I do now. Yeah, what are they going to do? Like in Ukraine, they're conscripting, which means drafting, not giving a choice, up to 50-year-old adults, if not older by now. A journalist said they were over there and it was just like everything was normal. Like everything was life as usual, except there were no men. And the women that were there weren't really healthy women either, because they took them too, and they're dying in numbers that are going to ruin. They've already killed Ukraine, right? If not now in a battle, but for generations to come, because the population, don't fuck the population.
Right. And I think they've lied to us about the number of deaths there. Like, I don't think they've been honest.
Yeah, I wonder what Google says about that.
I remember we looked at this once before a while ago, and I just remembered, I don't think the number was as high as what I think it truly is.
What should I ask Google? How many
casualties?
How do you spell casualties?
Speak the text.
How many casualties in Ukraine? I got it. I need to spell it.
I'm not.
It's in the latest report. Let's see. I don't know when this date was, but I can click on it. February 23rd. In the latest report, the UN Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine said there have been 30,457 civilian casualties since February 21st.
How many people live in Ukraine?
This compromised 10,000 killed and 19,000 injured. So that's just only civilians.
So that's only 10,000 people.
That's only civilians. No, that's 30,000 people.
Well, I thought 19,000 of it was just injured.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Civilian. Number of civilians, let's see what this one says. No, this is another one, says 30,000. How many soldiers has Russia lost? During the press conference on February 25th, President Zelensky also speculated that a total of 180,000 Russians have been killed in Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine.
Ukrainian soldiers.
I'm looking for that. That's not on the list. Now they put suggestions there. It's not on the list. It's all about how many died in Russian war, how many Russian troops are in Ukraine.
10,000 civilians. They're claiming Russia's lost over 100,000 soldiers.
Let's see. How many casualties? How many? What do I call it? Military?
How many soldiers or
military casualties?
Okay.
No, it's just 100 billion. Let's see. Military casualties. Yeah. Least that. 30 billion. So they actually say yeah.
Not a lot.
February 2024. This is from Wikipedia. Casualties of the Russo-Ukrainian War. February 2024, the ministry updated its claim of Ukrainian military casualties to 444,000.
Okay, now it sounds a little more legit.
Killed and wounded. In addition, I don't think it's legit either. In addition, the DPR confirmed, whatever that is, that by December 22nd, 2022, 4,000 more of their servicemen have been killed and 17,000 wounded. They're saying the numbers are, they're not important for that number. You definitely know that. Anything in comparison, as of 2024, estimated total military personnel, Russia has 141 million, almost 142 million. Ukraine had 43 million.
Yeah,
active soldiers, though.
You're 43 million, what is their population?
I don't know, but active soldiers is different. It's 1.3 million for Russia, 900,000 for Ukraine. So they've already lost a third of their fucking army.
Yeah, but Ukraine's population is $44 million back, or 44 million people back in 2021. 300,000 doesn't sound like I think they would have lost more than that.
I think they've lost more
44 million people.
Yeah. So if they have 900,000 active soldiers, so a lot of that's probably conscripted soldiers. I wonder, because they have, so reserve forces, Russia has 2 million, Ukraine has 1.2, and then there's parliamentary units. I don't know what that means. Russia has 250,000, Ukraine has 100,000. I don't know, but
I definitely think
this
there's
is
been
active soldiers for 900,000 and they lost 444,000.
Right.
Even if they're not dead, they might as well be because they ain't going to be able to fight a war. That's a third of your freaking army.
More than that.
Right, more than that.
Close to half.
So why keep spending money? It's a losing battle unless you're willing to put people on the ground. Why are you fucking around? This is going to come down to a nuclear war. And it's not going to be like mushroom cloud off in the distance.
But the problem with that is, I know part of it is they just want what was theirs back, the land. But
it's not even that.
But then there's also the grain, the farmland, the grain. Ukraine has a big chunk of that.
Yeah.
So, but if you nuke it, how long is that gone? I mean, you just destroyed the land.
It's not going to be a nuke like that. They're going to be tactical nukes, small warheads.
Big towns all at once.
Maybe not big towns, but really fuck shit up and disrupt things for sure. Because they've got them small. They got them Yeah, they can take out big towns, little town, but more like neighborhoods type deal. And but you're not going to see it hit the ground anyways. They're going to be in the air. They're designed to detonate in the air. That way, their impact spreads. It's not.
It's more of a chemical warfare.
Yeah, it's not confined by like water or mountain range or buildings or, so it's got maximum effect to the ground, like a concussion. Imagine that.
That's kind of the kind of war that, like, I think I would fear the most. Like, if World War III broke out and we were fighting like China and Russia and shit, it's like, just imagine like chemical warfare, like walking out and you can't even walk outside without like your skin burning and like at that point, like if it happened in your area at that point, it's pretty much over. I mean,
Because
you can only live in your house for so long.
Yeah, because whatever it is, it's going to deteriorate your home.
It's going to get your water supply. It's going to get,
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Even if some of us have some like kits for like food and stuff, how long are we going to last?
Yeah.
Something like that. Chemical warfare, man, that's scary shit.
They say depends, but, I can tell, but they say after a few days,
like you can maybe outlast it.
Maybe you can get out of there or something, but like everything will be covered in a nuclear. That's the problem. Like over in, I think it was Chernobyl, everything was covered in like a nuclear fallout, like a soot, and everything had to be cleaned and wiped down physically. And like who knows what they did with the rags? But you kind of just trust these fucking people. But I don't know if that was Chernobyl or Japan, but I used to know a guy that would clean something in these nuclear power plants. And it was like, he's like big tunnels. And literally you use a rag and you do one wipe. And as soon as that rag comes off the surface, goes in a bag. Get another rag. Wipe again. And as soon as you take that rag off the surface again, like if you lose contact with it,
as soon as you lift off.
In the bag.
Yeah, as soon as it lifts off the surface.
It was like, and I don't know what they do with the rags, but they were radioactive. Obviously they're suited up and stuff. That's what they are hired to do. Just, this is your job. Yeah. Homer Simpson type shit, but, yeah, I don't know. I think that goes back to my original question. What do you do? What do you do when Facebook goes down? WeChat goes down or WhatsApp. They said something WhatsApp or Facebook chat, Instagram, AT&T. What happens when all that goes down? And there is no internet to find out what's going on in the news. Do you have an antenna? Can you watch TV without internet? Can you get local news, Leo?
Yep. I do have an antenna. I don't have it hooked up, but I can hook it up.
Yeah. So if it's anything like an EMP, forget that because none of the electronics will work anyways. But yeah, without the news though, what do you do? Without knowing what the hell is going on.
I'd probably pick my favorite gun with a bunch of ammunition and I sit there and fucking wait. I don't know.
How long you got?
I mean, I don't know.
How long can you go right now with the food you got in the house?
We do have some emergency food kits, but I don't know. Probably last a few months if you like rationed it.
Shit,
we have a couple food kits.
I started eating it all.
I mean, we've got a couple food kits, and each one's supposed to last. Each one's supposed to last a family of 4 for a month. But I actually think what we would probably be hurting on the most is I need to stock up on water, bottled water.
The light strong.
It's gonna be like the hurricanes, man. Everybody comes to one house and then everybody starts picking out on all the fucking food, and then by the second day, or forget about the second day, by that evening, all the food's gone because everybody's been picking out on the food. Then what?
Yeah.
It's like the hurricanes, Mike. It's like you're just put. So then it's like, okay, let me get a bag of chips. Yep. Okay, let me get a bottle of water.
Do?
Well, I mean, we had to barbecue because if the power went out, Leo, we couldn't let all that meat go to waste.
Yep, you gotta cook it all.
Fuck yeah, so we might
as
well
what?
fucking
Then you gotta
party.
eat it all.
Need some high noons to wash it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting the way people come together in times like that, but when times get tough, I heard it was like, I think 19 meals, or is it? Yeah, 19 meals to anarchy.
So in the situation like you're talking about, people ain't going to want to get together and like share their food like that because at that point you're not knowing how long that shit's going to last. You ain't wanting to share it with anybody that's not family.
Yeah, for sure. Kids come first. Or anybody else in more time. Kids gotta eat first. You gotta wait.
So Vladimir Lenin, which was a bad guy, said every society is 3 meals away from chaos. Oh, okay. So there are only 9 meals between mankind and anarchy. And this was said in 1906 by Alfred Henry Lewis. Yeah. So you think about it, you start running out of food. Fuck the rules, It turns into, what do you got? You're not just giving up food. You're looking for food now. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. Can you grow shit? Because if you ain't growing it already, it's too late. If shit hits the fan and you ain't got a garden going. But how do you prepare for nuclear fallout or something like that? Like the dirt?
No, I mean, like even with having some like food kits and shit like that, like what we have, I mean, we'd be fucked. Because like you said, I'm not in a position where I'm growing stuff.
It's only good for so long.
Right.
Before you eat it or before it ain't good anymore. Canned stuff and smoking meats, I guess. Dried fish or dried meats.
Yeah, I mean, depending where you live, you can hunt, but...
Then you better have a medical kit, know how to do sutures, tourniquets, stuff like that. Yeah. You all right over there, Leo? You falling asleep over there?
Just think
so. We should probably wrap it up. This is the end of episode 65. I'll piece it together and we'll post it back on Rumble. I'll put it everywhere, but hopefully the bandwidth gets better. The Chinese cyber attacks don't kill us for the next episode.
I don't know if we can do our normal ending video.
Oh, we can't. Oh, you know what? Did you see Tucker's video?
Yeah.
Did you see Tucker's video? So you didn't see Tucker's video? Hold on. Y'all stay tuned.
They stole it from us.
I'm not gonna share it now, but he's gonna be going live on a regular basis now, and he used our.
I was gonna say we can't play it this time because we didn't go. This wasn't live.
No,
we did a short live.
I can't let it go without.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I can't believe he used those shit. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's probably because he watched us. I'm telling you, he watched us last week before. So, anyways, it's a busy week. Hopefully, get this up before Friday afternoon, maybe. probably tomorrow night. Hopefully, it's better. Next week, we're hoping for Tuesday. Think you're occupied on Wednesday.
Yeah. Tuesday.
Vince is on vacation, so as long as he's not down at Mar-a-Lago again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Trump, man. That'd be pretty badass. Yeah. Oh. I'll go to Mar-a-Lago and hang out.
Yeah,
coming? You guys coming?
Let's go.
Let's do our podcast next week then.
It'd be nice. It'd be pretty cool. So, yeah. So don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Truth Social, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Share the show, like it, comment on it. It helps. But definitely push on the Rumble, follow the channels there and Facebook. Don't forget about New River Connections. And our friends, TGI Now Podcast and Joanne Binford at Binford Chronicles. You can find her on X at Binford J Bin _ Chronicles on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Just Joanne Binford on Facebook. And she does some cool stuff with local candidates, and she's on forward for helping with this Indian River Connection. So we're gonna collaborate. Make something out of it. Now I just need to get time for all of it. Sure. So that'll be the struggle. But if you got any suggestions, don't forget, shoot us on over. And if you know of who would be a good person to talk to, them, who them also, if not yourself, Anyways, you guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
We'll see you next week.
Alrighty, let's go.
Let's go.
Later.
Do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
This is how the algorithm on social media works. When you first publish content, it gets distributed to 20% of your followers and to a portion of people who are not your followers, but whose interests align with the content. Then, the algorithm measures two things: watch time and engagement. If a person spends time watching the content, it gets pushed to more people with similar interests. Otherwise, if the content doesn't grab the viewer's attention, it gets no boost. Also, if a person shares, saves, comments on, or likes the published content, the algorithm pushes the content to more viewers, resulting in more reach and engagement from a broader audience.